Sorry for the delay on the video, guys, and sorry for the crappy video. I am exhausted. It's Friday. I was going to do this morning, and it's just been an exhausting, busy week. But anyway, better late than never. It's Friday evening. I'm going to edit this video, and I'm no good at doing this stuff. I'm just trying to do the best I can to get this stuff up for you guys, but this car turns out to be super cool. It's pretty rare, and it's a unicorn. And I had something happen. Distraction. But anyway, here, I'll give you guys another good look at the cowl tag on this car. This is the cowl tag. I kind of superimposed with a pencil and a paper over the top of it. And here we have the Canadian docks. So this is what the car is. It tells every single thing. But here's the cool thing, or a very cool thing. The whole thing is cool. Out of 25,938 cars produced in Oshawa, there was only 299 that were 454 cars, and there was only 222 M22 cars. And I mentioned in another video that a guy from New York reached out to me about this car because he has the 396 version that was also built in Oshawa, and I think they built 3,006 of those. So this thing, again, here's the build sheet. And I mean, they give you, like, this is a stamped, like, raised, I don't know if you can see, that's like an embossed, notarized paperwork on this thing. And there it is. That's what we got. So it tells every single thing. I had a 68 Z28. Did not have any documentation. The original engine was gone. And by the way, this one has the original born with rear end. It's the CRV-E, which is an Eaton Posi. It's a 331 Eaton Posi. And the rear end was built the last week of February. And this car was, I think the body build date is the first week of March. And the car was ordered the 16th and delivered the 17th. But anyway, the guy told me on the Z, he said if it was a Norwood, Ohio car, you could possibly get documentation from Canada on that car. And I don't know why, but for some reason, the Norwood cars went through Canada. Some of them did. And sure enough, that car did. And so I actually authenticated one other car this way. I don't know why I didn't think of it on this car sooner. Well, I do know. I'll tell you. It's because I didn't catch this right here. OS. That's Oshawa. And if I had, now, I don't know that any of the U.S. Plants that manufactured Chevelles, because they were in quite a few places, did this on the cowl tag, other than Canada. I have a big block El Camino, and the cowl tag really doesn't tell you anything. I do have an original build sheet on that car as well, and it's a matching number car, which helps, obviously. But there's really nothing on the cowl tag of a U.S.-built Chevelle that absolutely proves that it's an SS or a, big block car, whatever. But Canada, not only is it on the cowl tag, which is super cool, but it's verifiable through the Canadian government because they kept the documentation. So that's that. We got a real SS 454 M22 car. There's the M22 right there. It's got the born with transmission in it. And the frosting on the cake for this thing is I do have the engine too, but it's not an LS6 car. It's an LS5, which ironically they built less of those than they did the LS6 cars. The joke is that there's more LS6 cars now than GM ever produced because there's so many clones. But this is a real deal SS 454 M22 LS5 Chevelle.